Hey, it's Libra Finesse here, back with another video. I was doing my readings earlier and I'm like, damn, my house echoing? Sound like I ain't got no furniture in this motherfucker. But I do. I'm upstairs in my loft. I'm gonna show y'all a picture one day. But my loft is carpeted. My loft is actually my office. And it has furniture here. But I think because my house has such an open space that it echoes. I'm not sure, but my house is pretty dope. I gotta show it to y'all one day. I have a townhome. But I was listening to one of my readings and I'm like, it's echoing. Like I ain't got nothing up. But like I ain't got no rugs, no carpet, no nothing. But anyways. Today we are doing a snippet on the guys next door again. For my first one, snippet I did on them, I liked it. It was hilarious because they were talking about what's your definition of a hoe, and then I got their names wrong. It's three guys: Fly Rye, Mac Wiles, and Mouse Jones. They have channel on Anchor. I'm not sure if they're on YouTube, but I listen to them on Anchor because I also have a podcast on Anchor. Check me out, Libra Finesse. Also check out Naturally Case in Point on Anchor and YouTube. Dope channel, really intuitive, really insightful information about life, love, relationships, just whatever the hell you want to talk about. She has an episode for it. So for the guys next door, I was listening to one of their podcasts and they were talking about the podcast was titled I Mean, and when I clicked into it, it was episodes on talking to your man's girl. Is that a good thing? And they mean not like, well, we're gonna get into what they mean. Is it a good thing or a bad thing? When you're giving advice to her, is it a good thing or a bad thing? Is she come to you for advice? Is it a good thing or a bad thing? Me personally, in my younger years, I am guilty. I did go to my ex's cousin to get advice, but I was like 18, 19, maybe 20. Like that you do stupid shit when you that age. In my 30s, I'm not fucking with none of your family on advice about you because they're gonna be biased. They're gonna rock with you no matter what. Like I've learned that and I've seen that in people's relationships. Like I'm not going to your mama, I'm not going to your sister, I'm not going to your cousin, I damn sure not going to your friends for no advice. Like a bitch got enough family, friends, and loved ones to go to get some support and some advice. I don't need to go to his friends and family to get advice. And I think women who do that, you wrong for that. Share your mind with me and let me know in the comments below how you feel. But me personally, in my 30s, if I'm mad at you and we going through it, I'm not going to your family to ask them shit. Okay, I'm just not doing that because it's going to piss me off because I already know the biased opinion that I'm gonna give, and that goes for even if my family is dating somebody and that person come to me, I'm going to give a biased opinion. So please do not come and ask me for no fucking advice. Like, don't do that because of course I want to see my family win. No, right is right and wrong is wrong. But if you come to me and ask me and you put your business out there, I'm looking at you like, what the fuck you asking me for? Like, that's something that you should take up with him or her. You need to take that up with the person that you laying dick down to or you bumping uglies with. Like, don't come ask me because it's just gonna make it worse. And when you go and ask other people's family members, I feel like it makes it worse. So me personally, that ain't my cup of tea. But they were like, in the episode, they were like, okay, so for guys, is your homeboy wrong if he goes to your woman and let her know, like, oh, yo dude doing you foul, you need to get up out of that. You need to get up out that relationship. They were saying that breaks loyalty. And at that point, are you dirty macking? Like, are you telling her that so that you can get with her because you see the good woman that she is to your friend? I think in that instance, it's definitely wrong. You got to watch who you calling friends too at that point. Is he pushing up on her? I feel like if you on the outside looking in and you see that your friend is dogging their significant other, whoever the fuck, go to your friend and say something to them like, damn, why you treating her like that? Don't go to the woman, don't go to the man and be like, ooh, they doing you foul as fuck. Because are you looking to get with them? Are you dirty backing? Is that what you're doing? Like, are you trying to push up on them? That's how I would feel. Like, I mean, we all adults here, and I'm not talking about young people. I'm talking about, people who are adulting. I feel like once you're 30, you're adulting. So I'm talking about 30 and up crowd. Even, okay, let's just say 27 and up. Let's just say that. At that point, if you feel like your friend is dogging that person, I say that you need to get with your friend and be like, damn, why are you treating that person like that? Why? They even brought in women which were their friends or like relatives. I know one of them was one of their best friends on the show, and she was saying how women are more receptive. If a man comes to her and lets her know, like, damn, my dude doing you foul, she's receptive. She's open to that information. Is she going to go home, pack her shit, and leave him? No, but she'll take into consideration the advice that you gave. But then she looking at you like, why are you coming and telling me that? Like, what is your angle? That's basically what I got out of it. What is your angle? Why are you telling me that? And women, we're looking at it like, is his friend being sincere? Is he not trying to fuck? Like, is he really being sincere about what he's telling me? And if he is, it's like, why are you telling me that? Why do you care more about me than your friendship? If this is your friend, that's why I say you got to watch who you call your friend. Everybody that know me, I know I have a small circle because it's just certain people. I can't fucking rock with you. I don't like you. I don't like what you do. And yeah, my circle is super small, and I'm the type of Libra, and I've heard people say this, oh, I didn't even know that they didn't like me. Yeah, because the Libra's not going to go out our way to be nasty to you. We just not going to fuck with you, and if you don't pick up on that, that's your bad, not ours. But people that I don't like, they know that I really don't care for them. And if you don't, you're just blind. Like, I won't fuck with you like that. So, again, you got to watch who you calling your friends. If your friend is going to your woman or your dude telling your woman or dude that you doing them foul, is that really your friend? And have they come to you first? That's all I'm saying. But she did say how women are more receptive. We'll take heed to it. We'll take it into consideration, but it's not like we about to just end the whole relationship because you came and told me that he was fucking me over. A lot of times a bitch turn around like, nigga, I know he's fucking me over and what I like being fucked over. Moving right along. Some people like bad treatment. My mom told me that. Shout out to my moms. My mom told me that. Motherfuckers like bad treatment. Tighten up that leash. Get that cattle prod out on that motherfucker. They like bad treatment. And again, I'm talking about people who are adulting, who are actually dating and adulting. Walk away if it's too bad. If you can't stand it, walk away. It's nothing wrong with walking away. I'm gonna get on that topic too because a lot of people are like, oh, I don't want to break up if we have a family and la 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 la. Okay. So, and a wise lady once told me this because I was there when I was younger in my early 20s. Oh, I didn't have a daddy in my home and I don't want to break up my family. I don't want my kids to come from a broken home. And this lady looked me in my face and she told me, you don't want your kids to come from a broken home? But let me tell you this. It's better that they come from a broken home than to have lived in a broken home. And I was like, damn. Okay, like that does make sense. Like think beyond. Think outside the box when it comes to that stuff. Like if your kids see you getting fucked up or your kids see you in a fucked up mood all the time because of the person you with, that's not healthy for them either. Whether you got kids with this person or not, just walk away. Let it go. Like, if they treating you like shit, but if you like being treated like shit, that's your business. No judgment here. So they also talk about, okay, is the friend being sincere? Is they trying to fuck? But then the girl also talked about, I'm going to take heed to the information more on who tells me. So it's basically based on who comes and tells me that information. I've had mothers of my boyfriends tell me that their son ain't shit. Like that, I had to go within myself like, oh my God, this woman just told me she know her son ain't shit. And that, share your mind with me in the comments below. How would you feel if somebody that you're digging, their mother comes and tell you that they ain't shit? That's some deep shit. Now, if it's a cousin or, a relative, family member, or friend, etc., I'm looking at it like, okay, if it's your best friend, I'm no matter who's telling me, I'm looking at it like, why are they telling me this? Like, what's really going on? Because a lot of times you don't need somebody to come and tell you that you're being treated like shit. Straight up. You don't need, like Common say, it don't take a whole day to recognize sunshine. When you walk outside, you see either the sun is fucking shining or it's not. you don't need somebody to come and tell you that you're being treated like shit. And if you do, you need to do some soul searching. Because a motherfucker ain't got to come tell me that I'm being treated like shit. No. And so to me, personally, it really doesn't matter who tells me. Mom, relative, best friend, neighbor, bitch at the grocery store. Like, I don't need you to come tell me that. Because 9 times out of 10, I know, and I'm working on my exit plan. Like, let's just be real. You don't need somebody to come and tell you that. If the friend is sitting back watching the man cheat and lie on his woman, and then he's watching the woman be devoted and be responsive to the man's needs, I would think that, okay, that friend is trying to pick up on that goodness, especially if he ain't got nobody. But what got me in that whole podcast, it was 3 sections, what got me is when Fly Rye said, why is she still there? I was like, damn, that's a whole nother topic. But why are you still there? Like, if this man is not paying you no attention, he treating you like shit, he not taking you around his friends, he don't respect you, why are you still there? At that point, that's when some soul searching needs to be done. When he said that, I was like, damn, he do have a valid ass point, because if that man ain't keeping no gun to her head, and women, we need to exercise independence. Don't just stay because, oh, he buying me a Birkin bag every week. He paying for my Mercedes-Benz payment. No, bitch, stand on your own. Get your own stuff. I don't feel like a woman should ever, short of Powerball winnings, let's get that correct. Let's get some shit straightened out. And I'm not saying stay for money, but stand on your own. Don't ever stay with somebody because, oh, they paying my rent. You should be paying your own rent. Oh, they buy me groceries every week. Bitch, buy your own groceries every week. He's paying my light bill. Pay your own light bill. Like, I've never stayed with somebody because of what they did for me. Why? Because I've never been with a man that couldn't do what I can do for my motherfucking self. Food for thought. Now, I'm going to go back and say anything short of Powerball winnings, I'm going to deal with some shit. I'm going to put up with some stuff when you didn't hit that jackpot. But anything short of Powerball winnings, walk away from that shit. Even if it's, I'm not saying stay with anybody for the money if they beating your ass. If they got money and they having to buy you blue blockers every week, you got every motherfucking Fendi shade to cover up your panda bear ass eyes, get out of there. I'm not saying stay for abuse, mental, physical, or verbal. I'm not saying, or emotional. I'm not saying stay for that. But I've known women that stay, even if they're not being treated the best. But it's all in what you can deal with. It's all in what you, if your husband an asshole sometimes, okay, so be it. I get that. Learn how to deal with that asshole. Me, I pick and choose my arguments. I've dealt with assholes. I pick and choose my arguments. Everything's not an argument. Oh, but when it's time to argue, motherfucker, put on your boxing gloves. Not literally, just figuratively. Because me, I'm the type of person, and it may not be healthy, and I'm working on me, thank you, but I let a lot of things slide. And then when it's something that bothers me, everything comes out. And that's not healthy. I'm working on me. But everybody deals with anger, frustration. Everybody deals with relationship problems in their own way. So that's all I'm saying is, if you can deal with it, if he an asshole sometimes, so what? Let it be. Sometimes you might be a bitch. Hey, asshole and bitch, wash each other out. Let it be. Like, I'm not saying that women are perfect. So men put up with some bitchy ass women. Why? I don't know. Maybe she got some good pussy. Maybe she got some good head. Maybe she got a great job. She come through on them bills. She got your back when need be. So, excuse me, I can understand why people put up with certain things. But if this motherfucker is just a blatant asshole and he is just a straight dick and he's a fuck boy, like, no, keep it moving, keep it pushing. But when Fly Rye said, why is she there? That got me. I feel like a lot of times it's not your friend's business what you're going through unless it is really, really, really bothering you. If it's really harming you, that's when it's their business. Other than that, it's really not their business. They talked about how a man will treat his woman better than he would treat his friends. And I feel like that's so true on different levels. a friendship and an intimate relationship differ, because I have a certain respect for the person that I'm laying with that I don't have for my best friends. Like you can't treat every relationship the same because they differ. Every dynamic of a relationship differ. The schematics of shit changes when you start sleeping with a person. Me personally. So they were saying that you treat your woman better than you treat your friends. In the instant that you do go and tell your boy's girl that he's treating her foul, and then she goes back and tells her man, where does that put you? They looking at you like, damn, he messy as fuck. Like, why would he go back? Why would he go tell her some shit like that? Are you trying to fuck her? Are you trying to push up on her? Or are you just that genuine guy that sees that, your friend's doing her wrong and you want to say something? At that point, you should say something to your friend, not that bitch. No. So, and then they talked about you don't know what goes on behind closed doors with them. So, again, you don't know the boundaries of their relationship. She might like being treated like shit. I don't know. I'm not saying a woman or a man should ever like being treated like shit, but everybody has their niche in that relationship. Like, some people like being told what to do, how to do it, when to do it. And a motherfucker might get tired of you asking, should I take out the trash or should I cook today? So they might talk to you a little crazy. But then again, it's all into what that person can put up with. Maybe they like being talked to crazy. So I really feel like at that point, I'm not going to interfere. If I see my girl cussing her man up, grabbing him by the collar, wrinkling his shirt up, and then patting that shit out like, now go on and do what I asked you to do, motherfucker. I'm a laugh. But I'm not going to feel sorry for him, because guess what? He might like that shit. He might like that. So I'm not going to interfere with that. I'm not going to interfere with that. Now, if the girl comes to the friends for advice, they were saying, they were laughing because they were like, that all they could really say is, that's fucked up. Like, what he's doing to you, that's fucked up. But they're not really going to give advice because it's going to be biased. It's going to be, based on their friendship. You're not going to sit up and you're not going to throw a motherfucker under the bus if they've been your friend forever. Like, my thing would be, okay, if my girl's dude came to me and was like, man, I don't like the way she treat me, blase, squaze, blah, okay, have you talked to her about that? And moving right along, I'm really not going to stay on that subject. But then I'm going to double back to my friend and be like, bitch, your dude came to me. He don't like the way you treat him. Step your game up before you lose a good man. Or if you don't give a fuck about him, keep treating him like that. He on his way out the door anyway. Real talk. So at that point, when they were talking about if the girl comes to the dude for advice, they'll be like, have you talked to him? Like, and then they even said that they would go back and tell their friend, because the opinion or the advice they're going to give her is biased, and it's based on their friendship. At some point, you got to have loyalty to your friend. That's why I say, watch who you call your friend, because one comment can ruin the friendship based on what you say to her or him, meaning your friend's spouse, can ruin your friendship, because they're going to go back and tell your friend. Be careful with your words so that blame is not being thrown. Also, because they talked about not wanting the woman to feel like, oh, it's her fault. Like, if she come and be like, oh, you know what, Mouse is so mean to me and blase squaze, they didn't want to turn the whole situation like, well, what is it that you doing? What is it that you, not saying if he hit her, like, oh, Mouse hit me, they're not going to be like, well, what did you do to get hit? No, they're not them type dudes. They was like, they wouldn't even be that dude's friend if he's beating up on his woman. Those are some real down-to-earth ass dudes, too, to say that. I really appreciate that. Because I've witnessed in the past men who hit on their women and they friends like, shit, sometimes you got to go upside that bitch head. No, because what if that was your mama or your sister? You wouldn't want nobody going upside her head no matter what she did. So I don't believe in that. I don't condone that. And I'm glad that they don't. But they were like, they don't want their advice to her to seem like, okay, well, what are you doing wrong? What did you do? So at that point, you don't even delve into what's going on. If she come to you and say, hey, I don't like the way he's treating her, my only answer, and it seems like this is where they were going to, is, well, have you talked to him or her about that? And if she say no, Okay, conversation over, you need to go talk to them. If she say yes, I'll be like, oh, well, it sounds like y'all need to revisit that issue. Straight up. Y'all need to revisit that issue, because I don't want that their spouse to feel like, okay, it's okay to come to me. It's okay to come to family members or friends for advice about what's going on behind closed doors at y'all house. And then I don't want the friend to feel like, I'm passing blame, because that might be how it come off with my bias ass. If that might be how it come off, like, well, you know how Jimmy is, and I can't. That's why I don't go to family members, because they make fucking excuses for their family members. They be like, well, you know how Tyrone is when he get upset. No, bitch, Tyrone's a dog ass nigga. Let's just address that elephant in the room. Like, I cannot stand when people do that. Well, he didn't grow up with a daddy. Okay, and that's fine and dandy. But at what point do you, as a man or a woman, be like, you know what? Okay, my childhood was like this. My adulthood is not going to be like that. I'm not going to follow the same footsteps that I saw my Uncle Junebug doing, or I saw my Auntie Kiki doing, or I'm not going to follow that. That family ticket runs out. That bitch expired. Like, we're adulting now. Take responsibility and accountability for your actions. If you a fucked up ass individual, like my family used to say, everybody don't tell the same lie. You done dated 4, 5 women or men, and they all got the same report about your ass. You might be a fucked up individual. You might need some help. Or maybe you just need to find somebody that like that shit. Somebody that like being told what to do. Somebody that like dealing with your bullshit. Because not everybody likes that. Straight up and down. Different strokes for different folks. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. My opinion might be a little biased. If you come to me and ask me some advice about my brother, my sister-in-law has never did that. Thank you. I appreciate that, because my opinion probably would be biased. And like we said earlier on in this video, one comment can ruin that friendship or relationship. So if my sister-in-law coming to me and I'm making comments about my brother, and she go back and my brother like, damn, Nicole, that's me. Why would you say that? Like, why would you tell her that? And then now my relationship is ruined with my brother. So it's best, less is best in that instance. Less is best. And that's just where we're going to have to leave it. Less is best. I don't feel like I would ever go to my significant other's family. I don't give a fuck how close we are, asking about anything or telling them anything. Like, they would just know that some shit's fucked up, because I'll stop coming around. Like, I don't believe in, for certain events, putting on a smile to get through the day. Now, if it's like a wedding or something extravagant, yeah, I'll put on a smile, because that's a big event. That's something memorable. But if it's like just a birthday or something, no, I'm going to sit this one out, because I know I'm going to have a fucked up attitude the whole time. And if you say the wrong thing to me, it's going to go down. Like, I'm still working on me. I'm a work in progress. I'm still working on managing my emotions and not letting negativity get to me. I can get up and get away from some things, but when it's directed towards me or it's directly affecting me, I haven't mastered that yet. I haven't mastered that part in life yet, where a motherfucker, like, I can't just keep smiling like a motherfucker over there, my spouse talking shit to his family about me, and I'm just supposed to sit back and be like, wait till we get home. No, bitch, it's going down right now. So that's something that I have to work on. So again, I don't feel like it's cool for a woman to go to a man's friends for advice. I don't feel like it's cool for a man to go to a woman's friends for advice. And even the same way with the family. I don't feel like it's cool to go to their family, because the family is going to more than likely have an opinion that's not going to jive with how you feeling. And you're going to feel like, damn, these motherfuckers, they all the same. Because the mama might be like, well, you know how Junebug is, and he always been like that as a kid. He used to hit me, and we would laugh. No. Not to disrespect nobody's mom, but that's when I get up and walk away. Like, I don't have time for that. So if you are going to go to your friends, your spouse's friends for advice, just be ready for that backlash. Be ready for those biased ass opinions. Be ready for them not to say much, as they shouldn't. Because they should just cut it off head on. Hey, did you talk to him or her? Yeah. Okay. Well, I think that's something y'all need to revisit. Or no. Okay. I think that's something that y'all need to have a talk about. Like, I don't feel like going to your friends, your spouse's friends or family for advice is helpful. I'm talking to the bitch at Walgreens at that point. Like, I'm reaching out to strangers at that point. I will talk to strangers before I talk to my significant other's family or friends, because I already know that I'm gonna get pissed off because what they have to say is not going to gel with how I'm feeling. And it just makes matters worse. Stop adding fuel to your own fire unless you want the shit to get out of control. Put that fire out. Let that fire die down. I feel like I said earlier on, when you're sleeping with somebody, the dynamics and schematics of that whole relationship changes. And both of you guys need to understand that. And if you don't, it's some shit that y'all need to revisit. Like, if you're laying with a person, it shouldn't be nothing in this world that you can't come and tell them. Although it might be hard, and I get it. Like, oh my gosh, I get it. I don't like being lied to. I don't know a motherfucker on this earth that like being lied to. But I appreciate and respect the fact that you can come to me and tell me, as opposed from me finding out from family members or friends. That is like the nail in the coffin for me. Like, that's not cool. That if you don't have enough respect to come to me and tell me, okay, babe, I fucked up, whether it be weeks ago, months ago, hours ago, whatever it is, I feel like if you land with a person, you need to be clear cut and honest with them at all times. And that's easier said than done, and not everybody exercises that. But me, as a woman, I like to hear it from the horse's mouth. I don't want to hear it from your family. I don't want to hear it from your friends. I want you to have that respect for me, like I have for you, to tell me, hey, I fucked up. Point blank, period. So again, we need to watch who we're calling friends, and we need to watch who we land with. Because if y'all don't have that respect for each other, respect is everything. And if you don't have that respect for him to come to him, to talk to him about how he's treating you, or vice versa, if you don't have that respect to go to her and talk to her about how she's treating you, why are y'all together? Why go to outside parties? That's how mess starts too. Because when y'all get back cool and she didn't went and talk to your best friend about you, or your sister about you, or he didn't want to talk to your brother about you or your cousin about you, once y'all get back cool, y'all at the family barbecue, everybody looking at y'all like, look at these motherfuckers. Just 2 months ago, she was running over here asking me and telling me about how his dick and how she don't bathe, and nasty, funky bitch. And now everybody know y'all business. That's not cool. That's not cool. That's the purpose of a relationship, is to keep things within that relationship. Relationships need to be close knit. They need to be knitted like sweaters, like them polo sweaters. Wonderful material. They need to be closely knitted like that. You don't let people in. You don't give people fuel, because they'll use it against you. They will. And you can say they won't, but let a motherfucker get mad enough. That's why your bitch don't bathe. That's why your man dick don't get hard. Oh my gosh, I have seen it before. It's like World War VI. They will throw that shit back up in your face, and you'll be like, damn, we got, that was 2-3 years ago. We got past, she bathed now. She bathed now. Oh, his dick rock hard now. But they will throw that shit back up in your face. So watch who you call your friends, and watch where you go for advice. Keep the shit within the relationship is all I'm saying. Shout out to the guys next door. Y'all podcast is amazing. I love the advice that y'all give. I love the realness that y'all give on there. It's just, it's what it is. It's real down to earth. You guys got to go check them out. Again, share your mind with me in the comments below. Like, subscribe, and share my videos with your family, friends, and even if people that you don't know. I'm always passing videos along to people that I hear in the store talking, or I'm at the bookstore, I'm at Starbucks. I'm always passing videos along. So share your mind with me in the comments below. Let me know of other readers that you might like, that you may, watch their videos that you think I might like. Let me know. Again, it's Libra Finesse. Talk to you later.